Jay back again for Wixwise at Fat Audio, and today we've got a pretty cool one starting off. Here we have a 1969 Pontiac Firebird, which is owned by Mitch Creek, who's the captain of the Melbourne Phoenix basketball team. So we've got a fair bit of stuff going in here with a bunch of extra upgrades and stuff as well. So let's have a look and see what's going on. We've got an Alpine 309 Halo to go in the dashboard. We've also got 3 of the Alpine X-type amplifiers going in. So 1 4-channel and 2 monos. On top of that, obviously the 2 monos are then to run 2 of the new X-type 12s, which is going to be in a custom box. Going to have a nice bit of custom stuff in the boot. We've also got some carbon fiber here, which there's a few little bits like on the steering wheel, etc., that have got some carbon fiber on it. We're going to follow that trim into the boot and come up with a pretty cool design to go with that. But as for the rest of it, we've got some electronics and stuff that are being changed and updated, as you do. So the original crash pad that was on here was pretty average, so we've also sourced another crash pad for the car to just freshen it up. On top of that, we're also doing a Dakota digital dashboard. When you do the Dakota digital dashboards, they come with all the brand new sensors and everything to then basically update the car. As for Speedo, they're originally cable-driven Speedo drive off the side of the transmission, so I'll throw a couple photos in here. I've obviously added all the new sensors to it. The dash actually comes with a brand new electronic speed sensor to then bolt to the side of the transmission. Obviously give our new dashboard a link in an electronic speedo reading. We've also now done oil pressure sensor and a new water temp sensor. That all runs straight through into the dashboard as well, so it's all fresh and nice. So let's have a look at what this dashboard looks like anyway. This is our original crash pad that was in the car. As you can see, it has definitely had some better days, but I'm sure after 50 odd years, everyone's looking a little bit average. From there, we have brand new replacement. So as you can see, that is literally a fresh brand newie to go in. New clips and everything on it, so that will be very, very nice. Next to that is our Dakota digital dashboard. So here's some of our equipment and stuff going in. Millet Legends going in the front as well. And here is our original cluster. Obviously seen better days, but here is our Dakota digital. So when we get the Dakota digitals, they come with a brand new controller module. Everything gets fed directly into that controller module, which then allows us to put a brand new cluster in. And as you can see, that's got that carbon fiber background in it. So that's one of the reasons why we're going to keep that carbon fiber trim going as well. So that is going to be very, very cool. We've obviously stripped this interior out. It was original carpet. Everything internally in the car was virtually original, so 50-year-old stuff. It's never going to be quite fantastic. The carpet underlay was almost like a Hessian bag sort of material, and of course, again, after 50 years, it had definitely perished and well and truly stuck itself to the floor. So, have a look at these photos. You can see it was pretty crappy in there, and there was also some rust that was starting to show up on the floor pan in the passenger side or the right-hand side, because obviously this is still a left-hand drive car. Bobbins spent hours cleaning up all of that floor and getting it all prepped for deadening. So now he has spent a fair bit of time in there and got this thing deadened. and this is where we're at so far. So as you can see, we have gone all the way up over all of the transmission tunnel, all the way up to the firewall, all the way back through, and of course in the rear shelf as well. So we should be pretty bloody dead. So that is going to be a hell of a difference in here to drive. Now the other thing we're going to try and do at this same time is source ourselves a new carpet, because we'll go and have a look now at what this old carpet looks like, and you'll see what I mean. So as you can see, it's well and truly pretty old, and not gonna lie, it's a bit down. If I can get my camera in there properly. There's my brand new oil pressure sensor. Then we've got a new water temp sensor here, which that one I'm still yet to run, but that one's all in there. And we are also doing a alternator upgrade, so that will be fun. Other than that, the next thing I guess is we'll have a look in the boot. There's a big blank slate to work with. So the only other thing I've had to do for that dashboard is this is just a ground to come from the fuel sender itself, because they want to have a nice fresh ground coming from the fuel sender housing, just to get an accurate reading and resistance for that fuel gauge. So we've got some pretty cool designs already in mind for this, but definitely a nice bit of boot area to work with. So 12s will be up here, then an amp rack in the floor with a few cover panels. We'll do some nice little neat side panels with a bit of a feature in them. Undisclosed feature at this point in time, but will be very cool. Carbon? What? Huh? Been through here and gone through a bunch of this wiring. It was, to be nice, pretty average. So I've basically stripped a majority of these looms down, re-gone through them, re-loomed, and got that organised. There's still a few bits and pieces that I need to attack. Just some random wiring and bits and pieces here and there. The neutral inhibitor switch or park inhibitor switch isn't currently set correctly, so it wants to start when it's in drive, which is not cool. So that's something else we'll sort out while it's here. And the little things like that, yes, that will definitely get sorted out. Yummy, 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 yummy. Then we've got our big kick panel holes, so that's where our Melee Legends are going to be housed. I'm going to make up some custom kicks, which are obviously going to get them all tucked in and sitting nice. If I can do these while basically recessing that speaker all the way in and put a nice flat grill over them, that's going to be key. Make this thing, well, you can never make it look factory, but we can always try our best to integrate it as best as we can to make it look like it was supposed to be there, and that is always our plan. So that's cool. Excuse the noisy rain, but Mr. Josh has been a busy boy. Got our new alternator in, and as you can see, we've gone through and tidied up all of the wiring that was in here, because it was hell. Well, actually, let's go have a look at said wiring, shall we? So we had, hang on, no, it was this end. That was the join to the back of the alternator, which came back. Then, yes, that's supposed to be a wire. That's all of the sheathing has been lit up and turned to absolute mush. So of course, as we unloomed that, we thought, well, yeah, we can't leave that like that, so let's just change it. And so here's the annoying part. When you look at it, they've gone from our thicker 6mm wire to a 3mm wire, and then back to a 4mm or 5mm wire. What part of the cable causes resistance? That one little skinny bit in the middle, and it's just lit up. So that's all been cut out, that's all been changed and repaired, so that now all our brand new fresh wiring goes back. That's still got to be just tucked and sorted down the back there. On top of this as well, Joshy has now got the fuse holder nice and tidy mounted up under there with a bracket. Obviously our power goes back through our cable gland over here, and that's running in through the car, so that's nice. He is just currently doing our last little alternator wire upgrade, and obviously the D34 is now in here, so he's looking very good. It is an improvement on where we were. Here he's also got that, so that comes through up above the heater box channel up there, back around the heater box over here, and then that's gonna follow all the way back and through. Then we've got obviously our RCAs, which have been run as well with some spicker wire. So we've got a 16 gauge and a 12 gauge ready for mid and tweet. Crossovers will go in the boot for the Millet Legends. Yeah, he's also done some over that side as well, and we're also going to run through another, that's this one here, that's just another 6-core, just in case we need any triggers for lights and all that sort of stuff. Nothing wrong with having some spare wiring. So that is good. We making some good progress. Lovely. This is our supervisor. He's keeping an eye, just making sure that you know, everything's going to plan. Aren't you, bud? This thing is just tough. Murdered out and tough. Love it. We have it. Episode 1. There'll be a few episodes in this series, so we will be back very soon with the next one. I can't wait to see this thing progress. This is gonna be freaking cool. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time, and stay tuned. Subscribe and like it, and we'll be back. See ya.